So it's the first official week of 2019 and already I have a big lesson to share with you. I got up this morning, did my usual routine, my morning calibration, got myself centered, adorned myself in this beautiful bracelet from Honey and Lime more. You'd have seen a better shot of it in a previous post, a still shot. And you know, hit the road, had some client meetings, really got in a very good vibe. Me drink my coffee, me listen to my coffee, because gratitude is a must, right? I was really on a very high spiritual vibration this morning. I really felt it, really felt it. Did my client meetings and said, look here, we're gonna run downtown and do some shopping at Sabatru. Parked on Orange Street, went inside. I shopped for about an hour. Big up Stephen, who was so patient. He was my clerk inside the store, and I mean, he was with me right through each of the aisles, just picking out the things that I thought I needed. And it's particularly interesting, you know, how difficult it is, or a little more time consuming for me to shop, because I now have to consider the ease of feeding time with Zia. So I need to make sure I have on the kind of clothing that I can, you know, get to breastfeeding very quickly without a whole heap of and excitement. So big up to Stephen, who was so patient with me. Big up to Sabatru for the price point, because I spent so little. At least I felt it was little, right? I feel like I should have given them more money, because when I was cashing out, I said to the cashier, listen, you know, there's some places I would go and give them this money and come out with one piece of clothes. So it just goes to show you the kind of value I got there this morning. And you know, absolutely amazing stuff. Love the vibe in the store. Gospel music I played the whole time. So it was the right kind of energy for me this morning. I walk out of the store with Stephen. Stephen is helping me to carry my bags. I walk out, but I see my car. Mr. Stephen, I don't see my car. Stephen said, excuse me, where you park it? So I point against the white line. No, the yellow line on the curb, rather. Now, I know some of them park against the yellow line, right? But me go downtown and I see people are parked against it, so I figure downtown has its own rules and regulations, and so I can break the Road Traffic Act and park against the yellow line. Come back, no car. Mr. Steve, where's my car? He said, well, when you park there, so they will take your car away. It's only on Saturdays, it's safe. You know, say me and Stephen end up off a walk, go round at the pound, them write me up, Stephen walk with me again, go down at KSAC. And then from KSAC, he walks with me back to the pound so I can, you know, get back in my vehicle and leave downtown Kingston. So what were these major lessons I learned today? Through all of this, I was in high spirits. At no point did I feel annoyed. At no point was I disgruntled. Was I mad? Was I peeved? Was I upset? I just felt an overwhelming sense of peace, control, and gratitude. And when we were walking back to the pound from KSAC, I said to Stephen, I said, you know, it's amazing right now. I walk through downtown, son I beat me and I'm afraid. I'm late for a meeting because of the car being impounded. And I feel so grateful. And Stephen said, really? I said, yes, Stephen, because this is a problem I like. This is a problem that I worked for and I earned it. And I knew exactly what I did to get here. And these consequences mine. I'm happy for them, because other people have bigger, worse, more difficult problems I deal with. If this is my problem, I'm grateful for the problem, because it means I have a car, right? It means I have a car with 50 to go up on the road. I guess I could have car, I go downtown, and money in my pocket that I could have go clear the fees them and get back my car same day. These are good problems for me, and I embrace these problems. And him say, wow, you know, that's a good perspective. But overall, the fact that I did not feel anxious through all of it and I wasn't experiencing any negative emotions is because I was very well grounded from early in the morning. From a drink my coffee and listen to my coffee and those spiritual check-ins with myself before I left the house, I understood, and I always understand this, that my life is my responsibility, and the things that happen to me don't happen to me by chance. I contribute to my circumstance. And so when I earn my consequence, I have to take my consequence. And I was willing to take full responsibility this morning. Take responsibility for your consequences, people. When you earn something, whether it's good or bad, own it. It's yours. It's yours. Take it, because you ask the universe for it. The other lesson, which had I owned the principle behind it, from me I park the car and would end up in a no problem, none at all, is that you must do the right thing. And you don't do the right thing because other people are also doing the right thing. You do the right thing because it is the right thing. The traffic accident enough for park against a yellow line. I shouldn't park against a yellow line. Not because I say the rest of the taxi man them and the employees and employers don't turn a park against it means they may go do it too. I know it's wrong. And other people doing it doesn't make it any less wrong. So I really had no business doing the wrong thing because other people were doing the wrong thing, thinking I could get away with it. So if I my car alone did get take away, I wouldn't go there go say, then oh me alone in the hot far. I'm blah, blah, blah. No, I earned it. If I me get catch, I couldn't get catch in park or enough park. So not only am I willing to earn my circumstances and my consequences, but I also have to remember that the idea of courage and fearless living hinges on a core principle, and that is you will do the right thing. You will be brave enough to do the right thing. Fight for the hard right instead of going for the easy wrong. Fight for the hard right instead of going for the easy wrong. That is courage. That is fearless living. And with that kind of principle, you kill fear at every point because you're choosing to do what is right for you, saying the thing that is right for you in the right moment, even though it is difficult to do. So you kill fear. But if I'm to sum up generally what those lessons are today, I think Marcus Aurelius said it best. We're called to do 3 things as human beings every day. 1, ensure we have certainty of judgment in the present moment. In that moment, I did not have certainty of judgment. I knew I was not making the best decision and that my judgment was poor. The second thing is to make sure that we act in the common good of everybody in the present moment. I was not acting in the common good for everybody in the present moment. Acting in my own best interest. I couldn't bother wait to find more parking, and that me say this I go stop and take a chance. And then finally, to have an attitude of gratitude for whatever comes your way, understanding that you have played a part in opening the door for that particular action to make its way into your life. So understanding those 3 things to be the right and just way to approach life and to hold perspective for my experiences, I can't blame nobody. Can't blame nobody. I just have to own it and accept it and be grateful that these are the nature of my problems.